Hi, this is Rainbow Heart Part 2, final installment of my live Sunday session. For those of you guys who are just clicking into this session is filled already with signups. However, next weekend, probably around the same time, Saturday or Sunday, I'll be sure to put a post about it. I'll be going live for free then next weekend. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for Vanessa, and Vanessa is just wanting some details about her love life. So let's just see what the current energy is for you right now in love, okay? And then we'll see what's coming in for you. Okay, so I see that there's someone that you've currently been hanging out with or kind of flirting with, or you have your eye on. Maybe someone that's been flirting with you who actually could be the one. Now, I'm not sure if this is like the one, but it's like maybe this is something that could turn into something. So definitely keep your mind open for that, because if you haven't yet met this person, this could be happening very soon. Like, this energy is upon you, like, right now. So maybe just think about it. Is there anybody you've been hanging out with or talking with, flirting with, going on a couple dates with, anyone that's been like talking to you a little bit? I actually think that this is going to go to the next level. You guys are probably going to go on dates. Maybe something can happen from this. But then over here, we're seeing this message about releasing your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So if for some reason you're currently in a relationship and you're not feeling good about it and you're wondering, like, should I step away from this? This could be the answer to your questions. So yeah, I mean, or maybe you're thinking about your ex and wondering, like, are they gonna come back? I would just release that energy. When this card comes out, it's a pretty elusive card I don't see very often, but when it comes out, it's a strong message. Like, you don't want to walk down this path. Like, this is over, cut those cords, okay? Sometimes I also get this card for someone who's like really trying to open up to a new relationship or trying to manifest love, and just nothing seems to be sticking. And sometimes that can be because your mind and your heart is like all about someone else. Like, if you still haven't let go of your ex, if you're still worried about them or like wondering, should I message them? Are they going to come back? Or if you're still flirting with your ex or hooking up with somebody and it's not going anywhere, then sometimes you have to cut those cords and you just have to release that energy in order to open up yourself for something new. And it makes sense. I'll tell you a little story about my escapades when I was like in my early 20s. I wanted to manifest true love. I wanted like a boyfriend so bad. And you know how it is in your early 20s? Everyone's just hooking up, everybody's just having fun. Like, some people want something serious, some people don't, and you kind of have to kiss a lot of frogs and weed through that. I was like so afraid to be alone back then that I was always kind of hanging out with someone. I always kind of had somebody on the shelf. I was like lining them up. And during that time, it was really hard for me to find a commitment because I always had someone I was seeing on the side. I was always I was like scattering my energy a lot. Now, that's a lot different than dating, you know? Dating, that's normal. Going on a couple dates, talking to one person, talking to another, trying to find out like what's up, like, do I have a connection with this person, that person? Like, when you're single, you do what you want. But if you really want to manifest a commitment, a relationship, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, it's important to not scatter your energy so much by hooking up with one person, friends with benefits with this person, talking to your ex and going back and forth with your ex. And then in the middle of that, trying to be like, I'm trying to manifest a commitment. It's like, sometimes you got to just be single a little bit. Cut all the crap with anybody who doesn't want to move forward to that next step with you, and be willing to hold out for like number one. So that's a message I'm getting for you. Like, flirt, put your energy out there, but cut the cords with this person or with anybody you just don't feel like you want to have that commitment or that connection with, or anybody who doesn't want to move to that next step with you, so that you can open up to this. And what do I mean by cut the cords? This doesn't mean you can't ever think about your ex. This doesn't mean you shouldn't be sad that you missed this person or that you broke up with them. This doesn't mean you shouldn't occasionally think like, what if? Because that's such a normal human thing. It's like part of the process of letting someone go. But this might be a call for you to block that person, to not lurk their profile anymore, to delete their number, to not text them like at 3 in the morning and be like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? And this is also talking about writing. If you feel like you never got closure with this person or anyone from the past, a really great way to get closure in and of yourself is to simply write the person a letter. Now, do not send the letter. Because some people just don't want to hear it, or just aren't capable of giving that closure. Write the letter for yourself. Write it to them and just like say your feelings, everything you feel, everything you never got to say, and then take that letter and like rip it up and throw it away. Or take that letter and burn it and release that energy and like visualize you cutting the cords between you and that person. Any cords that are sucking you down into feelings of shame or doubt or worry or fear or anxiety, and just imagine that energy just releasing and declare out loud or to yourself or write down on a piece of paper, I'm ready to attract the love I deserve. I'm ready to attract a soulmate. I'm ready to attract love on a higher level. And I release all relationships and all connections from the past or in all directions of time that just don't really serve me or don't work for me anymore. Okay, so I'm seeing a message about maybe writing a letter and just doing something ritualistically to just declare to yourself that I'm ready to move on and I'm ready to move away from this. Even if this is in the past, like sometimes it's important to do something like that. And I can say from personal experience, I've written a letter to every single one of my exes, and I did this, and I burned the letters. Or if you're feeling lazy, you can go on your phone and you can write a note on your phone and then just delete it, or go on your laptop and write like pull up a Word document and just write it and then just delete it. That's a really great way to just release energy. So yeah, something like that needs to happen. But it seems like someone is around you or upon you that you're going to end up in a really strong connection with. Clear your energy and be ready. And this says, let your friends help you. Like this is somebody that's in your group of friends or in your distant circle, like a friend of a friend, somebody's cousin, brother, or whatever. It seems like, or maybe you already know who this is, someone who's in your circle, who's already been flirting with you. So be open to that energy because it's someone very close to you, someone who's part of your group, or you're going to meet them through your friends. And this says it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to this person. You're ready. Yes, clear some energy, but like you're ready for this. And that's why I feel like this energy is like already upon you. Like this person has probably already taken notice of you. So be open to that. And yeah, this is attraction energy. Your energy going, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's bringing yourself into the present, releasing the past. Let's see anything else about this person that's coming into your life. Divine feminine energy. I feel like you're going to attract something a lot different than you attracted in the past because your energy has changed a lot. You've been through a huge transformation in this area of your life. And the parrot here symbolizes like the throat chakra, like it's like you have a stronger connection to your truth. You're able to speak like a lot more clearly now what you want, what you desire, what your needs are. And it's like it's telling you to trust your words. Trust what you reveal about yourself when you're flirting with people and when you're connecting with them, that the right one will stay and the wrong ones will run. And you know what I say? Let them run. Do not chase anybody right now. You deserve to be chased. You deserve to be pursued. Okay? And I feel like that's the difference now, is maybe you're used to running after people and now you're going to be the one that's being chased, and you can just sit back and be in that divine feminine energy of receptivity and let it come to you. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull you a final message in love. Anything else you need to know about your love life, about this process you're going through right now? The breaking, becoming. Okay, so this is, the breaking makes me think about like the breakup, releasing that. This is where you are right now, and this is like what you're about to go through. So let's look at the sacred convergence. Okay, so this is saying like you very soon might be encountering situations that you would have avoided in the past. Like you're gonna be a lot more social in the over the next couple weeks, next couple months. And you might be meeting people and almost like thrown into a relationship with them more by circumstance than by your own conscious choosing. Yeah, so this person's gonna notice you first and is gonna come at you, is gonna chase you. You're not gonna know, they're gonna notice you before you even notice them. So this is telling you to be gentle and loving with yourself. You are a wise soul seeking to know yourself rather than judge others. This is beautiful. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry. You are a unique plant in a divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. How amazing is that? I love that message. The thing that stuck out to me the most from that is you don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow, because I feel like you're at a place in your life where everything is just a mystery right now. Like you're still trying to discover yourself, and I don't think you have to really fully be in that understanding yet in order to attract this person. Just be who you are, and I feel like the ones who are meant to come will come. The ones that are meant to fall away will fall away. This message here about becoming is telling you that you are blossoming, and each petal unfolding is another step closer to your ultimate divine fulfillment. There was a message here too that a relationship is moving forward and it will bloom in its own unique way. Give it room what it needs to be. Let it be what it wants to be here. Even without a clear direction or plan, sometimes even because of that, there is an inner plan that can come to fruition. This is like a big surrender message to you. This new relationship is going to blossom, is going to bloom, and is going to grow. Let it happen in its own time and in its own unique way. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on to the next person. So who's next, John? Oh, someone, I just read a comment though I want to answer. Marissa Merge, someone sponsor RH so we can get free readings, haha. I was told buying a reading is stupid, and I'm guessing I'm not the only one here with a similar station for what it's worth, of course. Well, I actually do have sponsors. All the people that purchase personal readings from me, like on my website, sponsor me so that I'm able to do pick a card readings for free on my channel. And I post multiple pick a card readings for free on my channel every week. And sometimes I even do free live reading sessions, you know? And as far as purchasing a personal reading being stupid, I think it's a personal thing. You know, I purchase personal readings a couple times a year from a reader that I really resonate with, and it really helps me. But there's other times where like I purchase a reading and I'm just like, oh, that told me kind of like, this didn't really resonate or didn't really tell me anything. So I think it's just personal. No one has to purchase a reading. I do these sessions, these live paid sessions occasionally for people who don't want to pay the full price or who just have like one quick question. So I try to provide as many ways as I can for people to get a reading or people to connect with the tarot. And I'm hoping to post more content on my channel too about like teaching you guys how to read the tarot and how to get the messages for yourself. Because tarot readings are awesome and they're fun and they're great and they can resonate and really uplift you. But there's nothing better than being able to tap into your own intuition and get a reading from yourself. So I recommend meditation for that also. But yeah, thanks for sharing. And I do actually have sponsors. This is just for whoever wants it, you know. No one has to feel pressured to purchase readings, and the people who do sponsor me so that I'm able to keep doing free content on my channel. So that's what I plan to continue to always offer free content on my channel for you guys. So who's next, John? Genevieve. What's up, Genevieve?
It's a fun question. I want to know what is the gossip about me? Juicy question, I know, right? Like, for example, who's talking about me and what's being said? I want to know bad news and good news. Whatever it is, spill it.
Okay. All right, Genevieve, this is like a fun question. It's making me laugh. So basically, so basically your question is like, what is the gossip about you? You want to know the juicy stuff. You want to know the tea. So we're going to spill the tea right now. Who's talking about you? What are they saying? The good stuff and the bad stuff. Okay, so we're just going to let it rip. You asked. You got to be open to what comes through because I can't control what comes through. We're just going to lay it on you right now. But I'll be honest that I have drawn cards like this about myself before. So there's no right or wrong questions for the tarot. That's the thing I love about the tarot is always no right or wrong questions. You can ask whatever you want. You just got to be prepared to get the answer. So, all right, what deck do I want to use for this? Okay, we're going to use this one. So the gossip. Let's start with what people are saying, and we're going to look at more of like the bad stuff or like the juicy stuff first, okay? The Lovers. Okay, so it seems like people are talking about you and it's the Lovers reversed. So it's like people are talking about you and like someone that you've dated or someone that you were like hanging out with or something. Just give me a second to tap into this energy. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like people were talking about you and like whoever you're dating or whoever you were dating or someone you flirted with. Almost like someone that you were flirting with that people didn't expect you to be with. Almost like, oh my gosh, like why is she talking to him or why is she with him? This sounds to me like somebody's ex who was like jealous that you were getting at their man or something like that. Okay, so let's get into that. What's up with that? Yeah, oh my gosh, it's somebody from your circle of friends who knows somebody's ex, like knows this person's ex, okay? Let me get some more details. Yes. Okay, so you dated somebody or you were flirting with someone or hanging out or maybe even currently dating somebody who has an ex who is acquaintances with one of your friends. Okay, so I'm wondering if you already in your mind might know who this person is, okay? And they're basically just jealous because you hooked up with this person or you went on a date with them or you were with them for a while and they got dumped and then this person, like, you were the next person they were with. And so basically this person was just talking crap on you, was like really jealous, one was like, oh, they're not gonna last, they're just gonna break up, like almost like really mad at him and thinking like he's gonna do the same thing to her that he did to me. I sense this is somebody you already broke up with or someone you had a fling with or someone that like was trying to get at you, but it just didn't work out. So you might not even be with this person currently, but there was a lot of talk going on behind your back. So I would watch I would watch the person in your circle of friends who's the biggest juiciest gossiper, because that girl, she's it takes two to talk. You know what I mean? So she's coming to you and she's talking crap about this person's, ex or whatever. And then you guys are talking and hanging out, but it's like, how did she get that information in the first place? She must have had to talk shit on you in order to get that information. Okay. So there's definitely one friend you have to watch out for. Okay. And I want to see if we can get this person's personality so that you know like who it is, so you can think about your relationship with her, or maybe just have more boundaries with her. She has an attitude. She has a sharp tongue, this girl. Obviously. She's very determined. She works very hard. She's always the one that reaches out to you first. She always reaches out to you first. I'm not sure if she's wealthy or she comes from money, or because I see something about how she works hard. She has a lot of money. She has a lot of good fortune, but it's like maybe she's bored and that's why she runs her mouth so much, you know? So this is the Prince of Swords. This is basically her personality. She appears as if she's very fair or just or very balanced. And she acts kind of like she's very like someone who wants to help other people. She comes across kind of as an empath. She can be a little bit sensitive, or even compassionate sometimes, but she's also very wishy-washy. She has a really hard time making decisions. She doesn't really know if she likes this person or she wants to date that person. She's always like, she comes to you for advice and to help herself like weigh all sides of decisions. She could be somebody who's in school for, funny enough, psychology, or maybe she's a lawyer or going into law. She's really focused on like trying to get ahead in the world. There's a lot of conflict surrounding her, a lot of chaos surrounding her. She might even be a Libra as far as what her astrology sign is. She's really afraid of her future. Okay. There's a lot of fear energy. And so I think that's why she's talking a lot. So basically she kind of started this. She kind of goes around and gets people riled up, and there's definitely some talk going on behind your back. And maybe it's a little disconcerting to find out that this is somebody from your circle of friends, but I kind of feel like I pulled these cards for someone earlier. I feel like you eventually might be moving somewhere and getting new friends altogether, and this person won't be one of the ones that stays in your life. I see other people staying in contact with you and you've coming to visit and everything. This person eventually is going to leave your life naturally. So be careful with this person. Is there anything else that's been said behind your back? And then we'll look into the positive as well. It's kind of like what people say behind your back that's positive or that they like about you. But I just kind of want to look a little bit more into this. What else are people saying about you behind your back? Seven of Swords. What the heck? People be talking. Okay, so the Seven of Swords. I think I'm sensing a lot of jealousy, honestly, that's where a lot of this talk is coming from. I think people are saying something about you being unstable or something like that, almost like, oh, she's so emotional, or like something stupid like that. But aren't all of us women emotional? I think that some people are saying that maybe your coworkers. I don't know if you have a job or people that you're in school with, but they're saying something about how you're not taking on your responsibility, or oh, she doesn't work hard enough, or she gets away with everything. That kind of energy, that kind of message. Yeah, I feel like they're saying you don't work hard enough, or they don't see you as like a responsible person, almost like you kind of just have your head in the clouds, or like they're saying like you're delusional or something. Let's see, is there anything else I can pull out of this? Yeah, I feel like there's one person who feels like they've been let down for you because they've been let down by you because they're like a really needy, clingy person or something. And so they like didn't get enough of your attention, and so they're talking crap about you. But to be honest, I'm really having to pull these messages so hard because I think most of your friends are pretty good. I think most of the people who you're surrounded by like have your back. And I think that you seem to me like somebody who's like a dreamer and like very inspired, and like you're kind of a free spirit. So people might look at you and think that you're not serious, that you're not logical, that you don't have a plan, like, and they might just like wonder how you're doing it, you know? Because some people take the tough path. Some people are in their head too much. And I think that you're more just a go with the flow type of person. So anybody who has a different perception of how they live their life is going to butt heads with somebody like you. Somebody who is just free spirited, kind of lackadaisical, kind of just going with the flow. Like that sounds to me like how you are. And like you're very youthful energy, just having fun, experiencing life right now. Like your energy is just very YOLO. You only live once. You know, let's live like it's the last day of our lives. And like you take a lot of risks. And so anybody around you who's not a risk taker, who's very logical, who has like a 5-year plan, those are the people that just don't get it. They don't understand you. And they think it's unfair because when you're just following, like marching to the beat of your own drum, a lot of synchronicity comes in your life. You receive a lot of support from spirit. And so you're getting support. Things just seem to naturally work out for you. And there's some people who look at that and think it's not fair. They think you haven't worked hard enough for what you have, or they think you're spoiled, or they think how come she always gets this, or she always ends up with this and I don't. So, you know, just watch out for the jealous people. There's always going to be those jealous haters who don't understand you, don't understand your energy, don't understand your path. Watch your circle for who in your circle isn't clapping when you have a success. When you have a success or something good has happened for you and you go tell that friend and they're acting sad about it, or they're like, what about me? Or they're not happy for you, there's something off with that, you know? And I know how you feel because I just now, at 30 years old, have friends who support me. Have friends I can tell, like, guess what? Like, I'm in Croatia now. It's so awesome. And send them a picture and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. That's so cool. Like, send me more photos. Hope you have fun, girl, you know? But in the past, I had friends that were like, I would tell them something happened and something cool, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting married, or oh my gosh, I'm gonna go travel. And they're like, oh, well, what about this? Or like, oh, like, oh, well, that's good for you, but you know, now I lost my job, and what about me? And like, you know, so you just got to pay attention to that energy. And sometimes friends have a bad moment. Sometimes we talk shit behind each other's backs because we're humans and we have ego, and shit happens, okay? But it's about a pattern. It's about watch out for the people who aren't clapping for you, who aren't supporting you, who aren't lifting you up, because you become like the people that you surround yourself with, okay? So now let's look at the good stuff people are saying about you or that people admire about you, okay? So this is funny because this is the jealousy card, which the fact that people are talking about you at all, the fact that there's some people who are jealous is actually a good sign. That means like, you know, you're doing something with your life to stir up some energy. I mean, that's on them that they're, instead of being happy for you, instead of being motivated and inspired by you, that they're going to choose to be jealous of you. But it's kind of a sign that like the people who are jealous, when you're jealous of someone, it means that you covet what someone has. It means that you wish you could have that. You know, like when you're scrolling through Instagram and you're like seeing some gorgeous girl and you're like, oh, F that bitch, like, in your head. And then, it's because you're looking at that and you're like, damn, like, I wish I was fit. I wish, like, I was, in the middle of like friggin' Bali right now in a bikini on a Monday, So you can look at that and instead of seeing that, you can be like, wow, what a goddess. Like, look at that gorgeous body in that cute swimsuit and like the life she's living. That inspires me. Like, I'm a gorgeous goddess too, and like that's so cool that she's putting herself out there and that she's being herself and she feels free to be like that. Like, that inspires me to feel free to be who I am, to get out there on the beach myself and get my swimsuit on and rock what I got, like, and feel comfortable in my own skin. Like, what a beautiful role model that she's doing that, and she's just sharing like her love for life in that picture. It's all about perception. So even the bad perceptions people have about you technically can be good if you realize that the fact that someone's even wasting their time talking about you is like, hey, you made an impression. So, and you don't have to pay any attention to it at all. So the Son of Pentacles here, okay? Let's just take a look at this because this is the stuff that people are saying about you that's like positive. I think, ironically, there are people who see like what you've been through in your life and how you've overcome it. People think that you are a productive person, that you're ambitious, that you never give up. People notice that you're like sensitive and that you're artistic. People notice that you're somebody who perseveres. I also see that people notice about you that you are very attractive and like you're beautiful and you have like a really good energy to you. Okay? I feel like this is a message too about how you do work very hard, even though some people might not notice it. There's a lot of people who love your perception, who love your playfulness, and who love your fun energy. And like, you're the person people come to like be the life of the party and to lift them up and to have fun. And like, you're always down to go on like crazy adventures and try new things and have new beginnings. You never stop trying. You're always willing to listen to people. You're always willing to act upon new ideas. And I feel like you have an energy of happiness around you. Just like this general energy of happiness. And you're always open to like new directions, okay? So I feel like these are some things people are saying about you that are positive. Just remember, no matter what people say about you, it's what you say about yourself and what you think about yourself that matters the most, And man, you guys, I just turned 30 and I'm realizing that so hard, that when you think differently about yourself and when you believe differently about yourself, the way that people perceive you is different. Beautiful. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the next person. So who next?
Evelyn,
All right. What's up, Eveline?
who and when I will meet my next partner?
Okay. So you're wondering about your next partner,
Maybe how and when?
like when you'll meet them and perhaps who this person could be or when. So let's see if we can get you a timeline. Okay, so I'm seeing something about this happening around 6 months from now, but it could be a little bit sooner. Okay, we're seeing the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is the Two of Cups. I mean, this is talking about two people coming together in love. And then the first card I got was the Four of Pentacles. So to me, it makes me think about like 4 months. Like, Yeah, around, because I was thinking this is fall. Whenever I think about the Pentacles energy, I always think about fall. Like, everyone's always working hard in the fall and going back to work after the summer and all that stuff. So it kind of makes me think about like August, September type of energy. So I kind of see that. I'm seeing like leaves that are turning golden, and I feel like a change in the wind. It makes me think about August, September. So there's a strong potential you could meet someone around then, or that there's going to be a big shift that leads you on that path around then. But yeah, we're seeing strong energy. Two of Cups here, Eight of Wands, fast energy. So you're not too far away from this, okay? So let's see who this person is. I sense it's someone new. It's someone you never met before, because we're seeing unrequited love. I feel like there was one person you were kind of hung up on for a little bit, or had a crush on, or you've had on your mind, but for some reason there's just not enough attraction or chemistry to like bring this together. Not like it's your fault or their fault. It's just like the vibes aren't there. It's just not meant to be. And that happens. So release that person, or release the idea that maybe it's that specific person, because it's someone you don't know. It's someone you haven't met. I 100% sense that this is a new person. Okay? Yeah, it's not who you think it is. I keep getting cards like it's not who you think it is. If you think that you know your twin flame, like this person's my twin flame, we're gonna be together forever. Like sometimes you have to release that concept to open yourself up to something new. Because I feel like this is like a new person. Yep, free yourself from that. Take back control of your life. I feel like this is where you're at right now. Like, if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. You got to stir up the energy right now. You got to create something new. If you want to find love, but all you do is go to the same grocery store, stay home a lot, go to the same restaurant, go to your same job, and you don't really deviate from your normal routine, it could be like a little difficult to meet someone. I mean, unless you try online dating, which you can give it a shot. But I feel like you're going to need to do something out of your comfort zone in order to open up your pool, like your little pond. It's like you've got this tiny little pond right now you can fish in, when if you just go a little further, you could have the whole ocean and have a lot of options. So definitely seeing a message for you about joining some type of group activity. And I say this a lot on the channel, but it really helps. Like whether it's like a bingo night, or it's going to the local pool to take swimming or water aerobics, or it's a group exercise class, or maybe taking a pottery class, or taking just one course at a local college, or it's volunteering somewhere. Definitely once a week, try to get yourself out of your normal routine and into a group of people. You might not even meet this person there, but you could meet a new friend or two who invites you somewhere, and then they invite their friend and their friend's brother, and then bam, there you go. So it's like you need to really open up your social connections right now. I sense that you have been hurt and burned in the past through relationships. So for years you've been like cocooning yourself, and that's okay. You're not going to be alone forever. I think now it's time to kind of take the steps to really open yourself up again. You've learned from the past. You're not going to attract the same energy. Like a lot of the crap that happened, you just got taken advantage of because you're kind and because you're sweet. And some people on this planet are just mean and are just horrible. And that's not your fault, I think now as you move forward in the future, you can have strong boundaries with people. You'll be able to notice the signs of anybody that's like reminding you of those people from the past who screwed you over, and you'll be able to run from that energy and recognize it a lot faster. So yeah, this is about getting in, connecting with people, having conversations. I would focus on friendship right now in order to attract this person, just group activities, making friends. I think through that path, this is how you're going to connect. And this is the person that you meet is going to be somebody from your past life, someone that you've known before, like in a past life, or just like a strong soulmate energy. So there's going to be a strong sense of familiarity when you meet this person, like you've known them from somewhere before. Those are the best kinds of connections. So let's see. Oh my gosh, right away we got the Prince of Pentacles. This is this person's energy, okay? So, wow, Prince of Pentacles. Here's what I'm seeing with this person, okay? The Prince of Pentacles is obviously, you see the pentacle energy, so that's somebody who is very, they're a hard worker. They might have good income. This is somebody who's very mental, very strong in their mind, very logical energy. They're very adaptable though. Like they'll try anything once. They're down to try different types of food or travel different places or to hear different concepts. They're not judgmental. In fact, this makes me think of somebody who's studied a lot, who's really like well learned, who's scholarly. As far as what type of job they could have, this is somebody who's a writer or somebody who's like a lecturer or like somebody who's a teacher or professor or a speaker or maybe even someone who's like a director. There's even something here about them being into cinematography or video or filmmaking, or they enjoy film. They could even be like a radio show host or like have their own podcast or something like that. They seem very creative, but like more like a performer or a speaker. Somebody who's really good with dealing with the public. So this could be somebody who's like part of the Chamber of Commerce in your city, or who is has like a city job, or who is like a mayor or something like that. This person might have a couple different jobs under their belt. I'm also seeing something here with like real estate. Like I see their picture hanging up places, or they've gotten awards, or they're in the newspaper. Like people kind of know who this person is. I'm not going to say they're like a celebrity, but they're well known in the community, or they have a job where like they're in the public. This is a very confident person, a very curious person, very enterprising type of person. They're very energetic, and they're like a communicator. And that's why you see like this person blowing their horn. They have a very open throat chakra. So chances are when you first meet this person, you're going to be talking. They just love to talk to you. I feel like you're a good listener. And and maybe you're like a little bit more of a quiet personality, so you actually might balance this person out quite well, but they're gonna help kind of pull you out of your shell, and you're gonna help this person feel nurtured and find peace of mind and be able to rest. So it's really like a yin-yang, opposites attract type of energy, because you guys seem very opposite, but it's a very beautiful energy. So you're gonna have to get out in your community in order to meet this person. And I'm seeing messages about you hitting the gym, changing your hair, getting rid of old clothes that no longer fit you or suit you, and like just start like be ready to like get out there and put your goddess energy out and just take a whack at it. Put your best self forward. You don't need to change anything about yourself in order to be more desirable, but sometimes feeling confident, feeling desirable like helps. Whatever you got to do to feel like that. And to pursue things that are fun for you and that are playful. So let's see if we can get you a final message about love, about this person that you're going to meet. Oh, it's the enthusiasm card. It's telling you, get excited. Tap into this energy as if it's already here. Because sometimes when we've been waiting a while for love, we start to get depressed. We look in the mirror and we're like, I'm ugly, I'm fat, nobody wants me, and I've been single forever, and when's it gonna come? And it's not fair. And like you go out and you see everybody holding hands and you watch romantic comedies and you're like, why not me? Pull yourself out of that energy and get excited and be like, you know what? I can feel it. It's coming. I'm so excited. I already have my first date dress hanging in my closet. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm going to meet this person. They're right around the corner. How can I meet them? Where could I go? What could I do? Maybe I could make some new friends. Like, I just want to meet people. I want to connect. I want to have fun. I want to learn new things. I want to be creative. Like, get into that energy. That's what's going to lead you to this person. Magic. Create some magic in your life. And this is having a new perspective on intimacy, that maybe you feel vulnerable when you're connecting with people, but whoever the person is you'll be connecting with will be just as nervous with you, will feel just as self-conscious, will feel just as vulnerable. Like sometimes we start feeling like we're the only people who feel self-conscious or have anxiety about connection, but everyone else does too. So realizing that you're going to be in the same boat as this other person and that it's just going to be kind of funny and cute, like, helps a lot, okay? So I'm excited for you. I hope that this takes off for you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Flat Earth! Yes, the firmament. Flat Earth. Agartha. All right, who's next?
Cool Bean 702.
Wait, what?
That's their YouTube.
What is it?
Cool Bean 702.
Okay, so this is for Cool Bean 702.
I currently freelance. I've been on the job hunt for a long time. I'm getting interest in my freelance services off and on, but I can't land anything permanent. I need the money and job security that a full-time position would bring. Everybody keeps telling me to keep working for myself, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
In the long run. What do I need to know about my full-time job search?
Okay, so I totally feel you because I've freelanced for years. So basically you're a freelancer and it's on and off, you know, and everybody's telling you like just keep going, but you like really need the security that a full-time job would bring. So you're wondering like what you need to know about your full-time job hunt. You know what's funny? I immediately after I read that thought the same thing that everyone's been telling you, that like just keep at it. I think there might be another path that you're not seeing. Okay? So here, let's open it up. Let's open it up. But I will pull cards if you really, really want to manifest a full-time job, you can totally do that. But so I'll pull cards for that too, but I kind of see another path. Yep. I kind of see where you're at. You're just like really tired. You're tired of struggling financially. You're tired of getting to the end of the month and just being like having to like hustle and like it's just like miracle after miracle that's been coming to help you every month to like pay the rent and get everything together. And you're really appreciative of that, but you can't imagine yourself doing this for any longer. And you're just tired and like you need healing. And you've been going down this path. I love this image because it's like somebody's walking through the woods and like they're on a path. They have no idea where it goes, but little do they know that there's like this light that's shining upon them, that's guiding them all the way, like that you're always provided for, you're always protected. I'm getting this message to tell you that you will always have what you need. Sometimes not a moment before, not a moment after, but right on time. So you're at this point where you know you need to go out and you need to look for something. You need to look for a different situation. You need to create something new because you can't keep doing what you've been doing. So for you, you've been getting this intuition, maybe I should look for a full-time job. And you've been trying it, but like just nothing's been coming through. And this is your worry. You don't want to be, you need money, you need finances, you need to be supported, you know, and you're gaining more respect and you're getting more clout and but you just kind of, it's going to probably take a couple more years to really financially be where you want to be through your freelance work. I feel like if you get a full-time job, what's going to happen is you'll have the security, you'll have the safety, you'll have the comfort, but after like a year or two, after a couple years, you might want to go back to freelancing because you're still gonna feel tired. You're still gonna feel exhausted. You might feel a little taken advantage of. You're not gonna feel like you can like live your life for yourself. And so it's just, and I feel like nights and weekends, you'll probably still work towards your freelance stuff, but like your own personal projects and all of that are gonna have to take a back seat after you sign that contract. So there is another situation you could do, which is maybe taking on a part-time job. Because I do see something about that there's money out there for you. You might just have to hustle for it and like be willing to take a step back. A full-time job would allow you to probably do your marketing or photography or drawing or whatever it is you're doing. But it's almost like selling your soul. And I feel like you're so talented and you could totally have your own business. I feel like if you could get a part-time job or even two part-time jobs that are like flexible, where you could take more hours, and some weeks you work 20 hours, some weeks you work 30 hours, or like whatever. Take time off if you need to for your projects. That could help. Now that might mean going back to working at a coffee shop, or working in an art shop, or whatever, or doing assisting work or something like that. But it could be more stable for you. And I know at this point you really want to have left that behind, but what you'll come to see is that's no different than taking on this full-time job. Your time is a blessing. Like, it might be better to starve, but just have time. You know what I mean? Rather than sell your time for money. Your dream and your wish is within reach. I feel like you want to give up on it. You have this dream to be able to do this full time, to have steady work, to have a good clientele, to not worry about where the next paycheck's coming from, to maybe even have travel opportunities with this job, to have bigger clients, to maybe work 1 or 2 weeks out of the month and then have the rest of the time off, or work 3 months really hard and then have the summer off. Like, I think all of that is upon you. I really do. So I would ask you to consider a part-time job that you can do 20, 25, 30 hours a week, even if it's shitty, even if you have to work for $10, $12 an hour, whatever it is, whatever country you're in, because you're meant to be on a creative path. And once you get this full-time job, you're going to be sucked into the politics of the workplace, and it's going to take over your life. And then you're going to feel trapped. And then what will happen is you're going to want to quit, and you're going to have to start freelancing all over again. Like, basically, I see you maybe even getting trapped. You could get a good full-time job. If that's what you want, that's fine. We need people on this planet who will work those jobs, who will live that life. And some people really enjoy it, but I feel like you're different. Okay? So be willing to hustle. Go on the weekends, take $50 and go on the weekends and get, and buy like shit at garage sales and flip it on eBay. Open up a Depop shop and sell clothes. Make a craft, sell it on Etsy. Like, start a couple different little things that you do so that you can find different ways to make money. At one point, I did tarot, fashion styling, and makeup artist work. And like, all of that was kind of my hustle. So you might need to open up one more avenue for income, like selling stuff on Depop, or flipping stuff on eBay, or selling something on Etsy. Come up with more ideas, and that's going to be more freelance work, and then get like a part-time job at like a coffee shop or something for when shit hits the fan. But I would not lock yourself into a full-time contract. The cards are really strong about that. If you want to do it, you can, but I feel like you're going to end up back at the same place. Where you are right now, you're going to end up back there. So if you can just hang on for like 2 more years and get a shitty part-time job, you can do this. I worked as a swim teacher part-time while I was trying to be like a fashion stylist, makeup artist, and all that. And so I was like, it was a crazy time in my life, but I'm so glad that I was able to push past that and get where I'm at right now. So I know you're frustrated. This might not be what you wanted to hear, that you have to take a step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. This is a step back into taking a job that feels beneath you, where you're waiting tables, or you're doing something that might not even seem like it's what you're up for. But at least you can keep your head down, not get involved in the drama of your workplace, and still have more time to freelance and to work towards your business. So it's back to the drawing board. Come up with a new vision. You're going to start your own business. You're going to be an entrepreneur. I would not get into a full-time job, because that's just going to be your path. If you take that path, you'll still be blessed. But if you want this bad enough, you'll stick with it. And maybe that's why all your friends and people are telling you that, because they see your potential. And yeah, your friends and the people around you, they celebrate you. They're giving you good advice. They know you can do it. So it's Mercury retrograde right now. I see abundance coming in for you. I see a big freelance gig coming very soon. And I think by September, you're going to have a lot of money, a lot of income, a lot of energy. It's going to be so cool. So go with the flow. This is not a time to change the path you're on. If anything, just go out and get a shitty part-time job to make ends meet and like flip some stuff on eBay, start a Depop shop, or start something on Etsy. Stir more pots, get more ideas going. You might feel like an octopus doing all these things, but just do it. It's going to be fun. Stay positive. This is Mercury retrograde, so you're probably really struggling with money right now. A lot of people are, but it's going to turn around in a couple weeks, okay? Also, consider being a teacher. I wish I could have like an hour with you to do this reading. So if you want to come back for another reading, we can. No pressure. I have tons of free content on my channel too, but I just want to say real quick that there's another opportunity for you with, like, you can put yourself up on Craigslist or something like that to teach. Once I put myself up on Craigslist to teach models, because I worked with models as a fashion stylist and was like, yeah, I could teach them how to walk. I could teach them how to pose. I could take some pictures of them and charge like a couple $100. And like, I kind of just made up my own like little side career with that. So could you teach whatever you're doing, whatever you're good at? Could you teach other people? Could you come up with a workshop? Could you have people at your house or meet them at a park and have like a session with them and like charge $50? Like, there's more ideas. There's more stuff what you can do with your gifts. Just open up those doors and keep coming up with ideas. There's more you can do. I hope that helps. I support you. If you want to get a full-time job, yeah, you got to make a decision. You're going to be fine either way. You just need to come to balance. You're kind of freaking out about this. That's okay. Maybe think about talking to a friend and having like a partnership. Like, hey, let's come up with a package and sell this thing together. Like, you have people in your community who want to help you. Anyways, I got to move on to the next person, but I hope that this helped, and I know you're going to be doing amazing. Keep at it, okay? So, who's next?
Kiral.
Okay, so Kiral.
Type of career will my future spouse have?
What type of career? Oh, that's a cool question. Oh my gosh, I like this question. It's so specific. So, Kiral, your question is, what type of career will your future spouse have? So, let's pull some cards. See what's up with that. Okay, so this is kind of where you're at right now in love, which I'll just read real quick, and then we'll get the juicy details about your future spouse's career. But this is a message like that your spirit guides, your angels, the universe, the powers that be hear your cry for love. Like, you've been doing a lot of hoping, wishing, dreaming about this person, wondering about them, wondering who they are, wondering what these opportunities are. And here's the Hangman. It's just not time yet. For whatever reason, the universe is like, wants to turn your attention towards some other opportunity that's coming in. Because here's the Sun. This is the most uplifting, most rewarding, most exciting card in the entire tarot. And so it's a message of a happy family, a happy future, maybe even love coming in your life. But yeah, you're going through something right now. That's all I can say. 3 of Swords. You feel like you're being attacked in a couple different areas of your life. This could be career, finances, love, or something like that. But maybe you know what these 3 pillars stand for. But it's like, it's just not time right now. It's not time. You're not doing anything wrong in love. You're not blocking yourself or anything. It's just not time. And this is the Hangman. It's just like, yep, you gotta wait. It's divine timing. But you will be victorious in the end. You have a bright future. I see a happy family. I see an amazing home life. And so I definitely see a marriage in your future. So as far as who this person is, we're getting the King of Swords, okay? So the thing about the King of Swords is that this person is likely to potentially be like an air sign, somebody who is like a Libra. I'm definitely feeling Libra vibes because the King of Swords has to do with Libra, or it could even be an Aquarius, okay? So this is a very balanced person. This is also somebody who's like a philanthropist. Like they really want to help other people. They feel like they want to do service to humanity. So with their job is going to be more about helping other people, more about giving back. This might not be somebody who's ridiculously wealthy. They easily could be, and I feel like they're very good with their money, so you will be provided with a good home and a good home life, and he'll definitely be very respected in the community. But it seems there's some self-sacrifice related with his job and related with his work, and he's all about like balancing. So it's possible that he could be a lawyer, somebody who can speak and someone who can debate and somebody who can argue to help others. Also, enforcer is on here. Somebody who's like a detective or somebody who's like a police officer or maybe even fireman or fire person. And so I definitely see something about law enforcement coming up. And then this is interesting because I got this card right next to it. This is the Fool. This is a card about travel. Your future spouse could even travel for their job. So they might travel places or they might be gone. But I don't feel like they're traveling a lot. It's just like maybe a couple days out of the month. I feel like hearing that they're going to travel and be away from home, that might be a little hard for you. But I think it actually gives you guys like a good break. Because sometimes when you're cooped up with somebody every single day, it can get a little intense. And so, so I think that this is good. You guys get a little bit of a break from each other, keep things fresh. They travel a little bit. They could also be in the military because this is travel or away from home. This is somebody who could be in the armed forces, somebody who could be in the military. Remember, service is for them. I'm also seeing something about somebody who could be like a psychologist or like a relationship counselor, okay? So this person's really good at like helping people, like, I don't know why, but I see like helping people calm down, helping people like get out of their emotions and more into their headspace and into their logic to like make good decisions. I think it's really great to have people that can help you tune into your emotions, and then it's really good that there's people out there that can help you tap into your logic. And so they're just they're very logical and they think and with their mind, and they make good choices and like they help people organize things and organize their thoughts, and like they're solving problems. That's why I was thinking maybe this is somebody who's a law enforcer or a lawyer. And the funny thing too is they're also a little creative. There's something coming up about like designing or decorating. In their spare time, they might like to like rearrange furniture or decorate the home. They might be very particular with how things are decorated, and like they like to be surrounded by nice things, and so I just see something about you guys having like a very beautiful home together in the future. So to them, their career is really important. They want to make their mark on the world. They are very good with the law, anything that's legal, very good with money. So yeah, these are some possibilities I'm seeing for your future spouse. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. All right, so who's next? Actually, I only have like 5% left on this device, so. All right, you guys, I thought this was going to be a two-parter, but I'm going to take another 5-minute break and switch to another device so that we have a full charge. We've got 2 people left? Okay, there's 2 people left, so I'm going to do the last 2 of you guys in about 5 minutes. So make sure you click on to part 3 of this, okay? And I'll see you soon. Peace out.